So what if I told you that today in 2025, you could get rates as low as what we saw coming out of the pandemic? This builder is offering an absolutely insane fixed interest rate for 30 years at 2.99%. So if you are wanting new construction and have been waiting on the sidelines for those rates to drop, this video is for you. And not only that, we are in the Indian Trail, which is about 5 minutes or so from downtown Matthews, one of the prime locations on the southeast side of town. We're gonna be touring 2 different model homes today, so make sure you stick around to the second one. Believe it or not, that's actually the smaller of the 2, but we're actually gonna start the tour in the big brother of the 2, which is right here, called the Millbrook. My name is Dean, and I put out videos every single week about living here in sunny Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm also a real estate agent, so if you have questions about this builder, this product, or if you're looking for a stellar agent to help you find a house, whether you're moving across state or across country, I'm gonna put my contact information right below. I'd love to connect with you. That being said, let's go ahead and start this tour. So the floor plan is a little bit under 3,000 square feet. It's a 5 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms. The Millbridge comes standard with quite a few high-end finishes. 9-foot ceilings throughout, LVP flooring again throughout the main level. First standard feature is it's a 9-foot ceilings. You're gonna have 8-foot doors on the front door. Really nice feature. When you come in through this front door though, you can immediately see this nice entranceway, and you've got the first bedroom, which is set up as more of a guest suite, but you could use your imagination. Easily fit a nice sized bed in here. The designers absolutely killed it with this shiplap siding, which is real nice. You got your double closet on here, and then you've got the first bathroom, which is connected to the guest suite. Single vanity. You've got double doors in here, so the bath, shower combo, and toilet is separate. And you've got a transition in that bathroom to a tile. So really nice. Now I'm gonna point out something that's really unusual. I don't always see in guest suites. This is a bit more common when you see like home offices, but when you see these French doors as a guest suite, that's a nice update. You've also got a ton of storage in here. Actually, I'll just go ahead and so you can see it. Look how big this storage under the stairs is. So you've got amples worth of storage. And then you're gonna come through the stairwell upstairs. Love how these stairwells bend around so you don't just see a straight flight of steps. Now here is the primary living room. Nice big open space, nice features, designs, updates they've done on the walls. Couple of windows on the side and then behind where the TV and the gas fireplace is. Really nice for natural open light. If you wanted to do the sectional route, you could absolutely do that in here. Highest and best use. All of these do come with gas fireplaces, I should say, but highest and best use. A lot of people now just put the TVs above the fireplace, gets it out the way. So there's a lot of space in this room, but it gets even better because it actually opens up to the dining area in this huge kitchen. So you've got a really grand living space. Love the size of this island. That is a granite countertop. You've got the high-end features. You've got some finishes with the bar stools. You've got the sink, the double deep wide sink in the kitchen island, which is always nice. And of course, you've got the white shaky cabinets throughout. Nice silver pulls on here. Killed it with a backsplash. Love this style. A lot of people just going for the classic subway. This is a little bit different, so it's gonna add a little bit more texture to it, but really nice. And of course, you got the Frigidaire package. I should start by saying here's the fridge, stainless steel, dishwasher. You've got the oven combo right over here, microwave oven combo, and you've got the gas cooktop. So it's a really nice kitchen. So this space, it's absolutely huge. Let me just back up in here so you can actually see the size of this pantry. You could almost fit a bed in here. And there's a little surprise I'm gonna show you here in a second, so make sure you stick around for some additional space that you can see. You've also got this nice little area. I like to call these the coffee and kettle area. So if you like drinking tea, coffee, that's a good spot for you. And of course, you've got the dining area. It's not a formal dining room, but it's plenty big enough. You've got a 6 chair table in here. Love what they've done with the furniture in here. Again, lots of natural light. You've got 2 windows. Really nice, but it still feels separate yet kind of connected to the rest of the house here in this kitchen area. Now, another thing I'm going to point out that comes standard with the Millbridge is that we are going to have oversized patios on absolutely every single one. So this is just a kind of a quick turnaround so you can kind of see this. Not going to spend a ton of time out here because we've got the landscapers doing some yard work today, so you might get some background noise. But you've got these double slabs in here, oversized concrete slabs. You do, of course, on the siding, you've got the hardy board siding, very, very important. Nice finish in here. But if you wanted to, you could screen this area in, make it a nice screened in porch. The model home has got a hardware package, so they've got a fire pit out here. So really nice. You know, it's a beautiful day here in the Carolinas, and this is why you want to move down here, because this weather that we're having right now, you can enjoy this nice warm months that we get really outside. So this is a really nice little area. Really like this spot. But now I'm going to show you a little kind of an added feature that this floor plan has that I haven't seen anywhere else in here. And I'm going to go ahead and back through the kitchen. Let me go ahead and show you what this is. When I first walked through, I wasn't exactly sure what it was. They've got an extra room over here that's just purely for storage. So if you wanted to do a second pantry, the lady that works in the office, Laura, she says that they call it the Costco room. Makes sense. So if you go to Costco, Sam's Club, and you're overstocking food, that could be an extra area there for you. You've got a coat closet there, and you've got your drop zone, which is real nice, and that's the entrance point, which you're probably going to hit up pretty much every day coming in. Now wait until you see the second level, because the loft area is absolutely fantastic. So this is the biggest loft that I have been in a 3,000 square foot house. Just look at the size of this loft area. It's absolutely ginormous. So big that the designers actually got this set up so they've got it multiple uses. Right here, you've got a nice little workstation for some younger kids, maybe an arts and craft area, but you could use a pool table here, foosball, table tennis, whatever you wanted. There's enough space in here. And yet you could still get a nice second living area up here, maybe even a home theater if you wanted to go that route. But this space up here is ginormous. Now, we're gonna start at the back of the house because we've got the primary owner suite right here. We've got the laundry room, decent size transition now from the carpet to the tile. No cabinets in here, but you can go ahead and do that. They just have to put the wire rack shelving in here, but you've got the washer and dryer in here. Now this primary owner suite, to me, it feels a bit more like secluded from the rest of the house and more of a sanctuary. Designer's gone ahead and done some basic board and batten styles on the wall. Very easy to do, and I should say that the baseboards on this are all in the bedroom, are all the square cut. So if you want to do a project like that, it's much easier to work with. Standard with the tray ceiling, they do have the fan in here. Lots of natural light. You got 4 windows on the back of the house, so you've got a bit more privacy in here. Really nice size. You could easily get a California king if you wanted to get a bigger bed in here. Really nice. Done a really good job in here. It is carpet through here, but you can, of course, have the LVP. Now here is the ensuite, the bathroom. You're gonna have the double vanities, quartz countertops, white shaded cabinets, enclosed commode, which is always nice. And of course, you've got this nice little, I don't know what to call it. It's not really a desk, but girls probably help me out. Is this where you would put here for your makeup? Maybe a nice little chair in here and something that you could use and take advantage of. You do have a nice shower in here. You've got the tile all the way to the ceiling, and you've got the tile on the floor, custom cut glass. And of course, you have got a ginormous walk-in closet. You got it separated into 2 sides, so you could have the his and hers, or the hers and hers, depending on how you guys roll. Put a great size in here. Love this space. Not too big in here, doesn't waste the space. Most of the space is used in this bedroom, which is really good. Now the remaining 3 bedrooms are gonna be now at the front of the house. So 5 bedrooms, one of those bedrooms, as you saw, was downstairs. The first one and the remaining bedrooms are all about the same size, give or take. Not huge, but a decent size. You've got a nice little bed in here. Really like the feature in this bedroom. They've got one of these window seal cutouts that you can use, get some custom cushions, and you're good to go. Notice it's not a built-in closet, it's a walk-in closet. So a very nice size for the size of this bedroom. Linen closet sandwiched between the next bedroom. I would say this bedroom's about the same size. What I really like about it, same scenario though, you've got a nice walk-in closet. Only one window, it is sandwiched in the middle of the house, so that pretty much explains this. But here's another idea what the designer did, and they killed it. They've got some shiplap, but they did the multi-directional in there, so it really adds some texture to the walls. So really nice space in here, did a good job. Now before we get into the last bedroom upstairs, just want to point out that this 2 bedrooms share this bathroom. So there's a transition now to the tile floor, very similar. Then the laundry room and the bathroom in the primary. You've got a bath shower combo, commode, and you've got the single vanity in here. It does have shiplap, and it does shiplap. It has quartz, and it does have the shaker cabinets. Now here's the final bedroom. Again, about the same size in here, but this one has a huge feature. First, you've got side windows because it's the side of the house, the front side, so you can have 4 windows, more natural light. But this one, that's right, you guessed it, it has its own full bathroom in here. Again, not a huge bathroom, very similar to the one that was shared out there in the hallway. Same fixtures, updates, cabinets, countertops, flooring, but it's just really nice. So how much does this cost? I mean, this is a really big house. Remember, 3,000 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms. What is this going for? All right, let's go ahead and talk about that. So how does 560 and 570 sound like? This floor plan with these updates are averaging right now with this builder in the mid 500s. Something like this you're gonna get for around 570. And remember, the model home has pretty much every update that the builder does, but somewhere between that 560 and 570, you can get an absolutely stunning 3,000 square foot home in an absolute pristine location. But I do want to show you that second one. The floor plan might be slightly smaller, but the price is even better. So the second floor plan we're going to show you right now is called the BLOWOUT. It's a 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathroom house. It's a little bit over 2,500 square feet, so we're losing roughly 500 square feet in an extra bedroom and bathroom. But don't let that discourage you, because this floor plan, the way it's designed, and we're going to go ahead and show you here in a second, you don't really feel like the floor plan is smaller, if not 500 feet, which is pretty significant. But when you're coming in the front doors, you're gonna see this beautiful design, different style as far as the design of what they picked out from their palettes. You've got more of a natural LVP flooring in here. Immediately on the left, you're gonna be in their formal dining room. I'm gonna call it formal because it is separate from the rest, even though it's not enclosed per se, but you do have more of that formal feel on here. But there's other areas in the house you can go ahead and eat if you wanna do something a little bit more casual. But for your everyday eating in here, great size, love the pillow, love the coffered ceiling that you can see over here. Board and batten stars throughout the house. You're gonna go straight into the kitchen. The kitchen island's a little bit smaller, as you can see. You've got 2 bar stools, 3 might make it a little bit tight with the chicken wings, if you know what I mean. But it is a good size just for your casual everyday eating. Love this quartz countertops here. You've got the nice cabinets, which I absolutely love. Starting to see this style pop up all over. It's more of that natural oak. Here are a couple of different features that are going to be different from the prior floor plan. You're going to have the microwave above the gas oven. You don't have the cooktop. And in the last floor plan, you have the microwave oven double combo built in. This one's slightly different, but of course you still have the stainless steel package. You got more of a traditional textured style subway tile. It is great, really nice. It makes this whole area pop. And you do have the sink, not in the kitchen island, but it is in an extension of the kitchen that overlooks the great living room. And we're gonna go ahead and see the pantry. It's not a walk-in pantry, slightly smaller pantry, and you don't have that Costco room in this one. So keep that in mind. But here's what I wanna show you, and I'm gonna walk to the back so you can see it. Right behind my left shoulder, you're gonna start to see the open balcony, which is the second level loft area. So make sure you stick around to get to that because it's very, very different. But this room, even though it's smaller, it doesn't feel small because, again, of these 18, 20-foot ceilings that you have. And you have double windows right over here and over here, excuse me, for that second level. Now, I mentioned earlier that you do have a couple of different options as well for casual eating. This is built out for a bar as well, so you can see you've got 4 stools here, which is actually bigger than the kitchen island. So again, it really ties the living room with the kitchen in here, and you've got that nice separate dining area / dining room. But I just love this room. It feels just so big. Lots of options as far as your furniture positioning. You could even have your TV on a piece of furniture. if you wanted to go more of the modern traditional route above the gas fireplace on here. Now, one thing that this does have that the other floor plan doesn't, it does have a main level primary owner suite, and we're going to get into that right now. But before we do, let me just show you a couple of other parts of the house. Stairwell, which we'll get to. This is the entrance point for the garage, but it's actually the design studio, so we're not going to go in here. And right at the bottom, you have the laundry room. So again, you've got a nice cabinets that I just love in here, but the flooring kind of continues. You have the LVP flooring, and there's additional storage in there. Now you're going to see the half bathroom, the powder room, which is going to be used for the rest of the house towards the entertaining. So right over here, it's just a very standard sink, toilet in here, nothing too exciting, but I do like the flooring continues. They don't transition to a tile flooring, which is nice. And here is the primary owner suite. Really nice size, as you can see in here. You've got the nice tray ceilings, you got the fan in here. Again, the flooring keeps it consistent. You got a couple of windows, so lots of natural light. And the bedroom is at the back of the house. The remaining bedrooms are obviously on the second level, so you do have that privacy. Now, I probably should have done this before we got in here. You've got a nice walk-in. You've got a walk-in closet in here, as you can see. Decent size. It's very comparable to the other. You're going to lose a little bit of square footage in this bathroom. It is not huge, but it's a good size. So, as you can see, they've changed up the countertop slightly, but it's still quartz. Same cabinets, which is really nice. And you have a nice built-in shower room now, which is tiled from floor to ceiling. Really nice feature. You've got a linen closet, and you've got a private commode in there, so it's really nice. So as you can see, really nice space. It's not huge in here in the bathroom, but the bedroom is a really good size. But what's really nice is that second story loft, and that's where we're going to jump up to right now. So at the top of the stairwell, you're going to immediately hit this small corridor before we get into the loft area, which is a perfect chance because I do want to tell you where we are. The subdivision is called Moore's Farm. There's 5 different builders in this, and they all have separate amenities. There's even a 55+ builder active adult in this community. Again, they have separate amenities, HOA, etc., which we'll get into here in a second. But there's lots of different options right here at Indian Trail. And again, it's so popular because of its location. It's ideal right to Matthews, downtown. There's a ton of shops, restaurants, bars that you can hang out in. School district, according to niche.com, is very good. So it's very, very popular. And we're about a 25-30 minute drive to Uptown Charlotte. But as you can see, the loft in it itself, it's a decent size, nothing too unusual about here. If you've seen any of my videos before, and if you have and you haven't already, please go ahead and hit subscribe and like this video. But as you can see, it's just a second living area up here. But what makes this area so special, I just love this open area right over here. You can look down, it's still connected to the first level, and you really have that option to be connected to the main living area downstairs. But it just opens this space up. Again, not a huge area up here. We're 2,500 square feet roughly. And this area just makes it feel just so much bigger. So love this loft that they've done up here. You've got a double windows over there, so you get some nice light coming in here. And we're gonna go ahead and see the remaining 3 bedrooms. Now I would say this is the biggest of them. They've gone ahead and kept the same paint, the designer, to match it up with the loft area, which is nice. It doesn't have a walk-in closet, but it has the built-ins, which is always nice. And this little nook, the designer's given it the highest and best use of space with a nice home office in here. So if you've got a desk area, you could go ahead and stack it up that way. Not a huge bed. I would say you can get a full-size, king-size bed in here. I wouldn't go any bigger than a king size. Even a king size might be slightly too big, but I definitely wouldn't do a California king in here. Back out to the main living area, you're gonna hit this loft area again. And the remaining bedrooms and bathrooms are in this nice little nook around the corner. So you've got 2 additional bedrooms right back to back. Decent size. These ones have the built-in closets, so it's nice, compact room. Again, room size is pretty similar. I wouldn't go too much bigger with the beds that they have in here, but plenty big enough. And of course, they all have windows, of course. Down here in the south, you've got a linen closet, which we'll get to there in a second. And then the final bedroom. I would say this is bedroom number 3 as far as its size goes. Not as big as the initial one we went up on the second level, but it's nice. You've got a nice built-in closet on this one as well. window. This one is at the back of the house, so we're directly above the primary owner suite on here. And then last but not least, we have one additional room, which is the bathroom that these 3 bedrooms would share. Full bathroom, it's nice. It's got the double vanity in here. You got the tile flooring, and you've got the bath shower combo in here. You got some linen closets over here. All right, so what does this one cost? So this one is slightly less. So you're looking at the very low 500s. Something that is updated like this model home is going to run you right around that 520,000 price point. So really attractive price, really nice square footage. Love the number of bedrooms on here. There's just so much to love in this. So depending which of the floor plans are going to be different, and they do have additional floor plans. So if you're looking at this community and you want to see more floor plans, go ahead, reach out to me. If you are looking for a good agent to help you find your next home here in Charlotte, I would love that opportunity to work with you. Now, before I let you go, I've got one other thing. The HOA, I don't have the HOA cost just yet. It's a brand spanking new community, so I don't have what the monthly dues are going to be right now, but I can tell you the amenities. So you're going to have pickleball, bocce ball courts, there's going to be playgrounds, there's going to be community parks in here, and tons of walking trails. So it's all going to be included in this monthly HOA fee. All right, guys, so I really hope this video brought some value to you. I'm going to put my contact information right below. Go ahead and shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. And with that being said, God bless. I'll see you around town in the next video.